From this event, I'm expecting to learn and know why, in as much as we have been trying to voice these injustices that happen in the society, why don't we see an impact? Why don't we see the right and the correct impact that we require, or why don't we see the results that we expect?
In the recent years, after COVID struck, the only way that we could amplify our voices as LEAP initiative is to use the digital platform, that is through the social media. That's how we could reach a quite number of people, since people are laid off, and so basically social media is the only thing that is keeping people at bay. So we use social media as a way of reaching out to people actually, and through this event I really want to learn on how I can really, what other strategies or what other means that I can use to maybe just amplify my voice to be heard out there.
Forgotten, like expectancy with pregnancy. The way you come in school promising us heaven and living structure yetu ni ya matope. Yet the toilet you promise, now in uniform pay 10 shillings to use, infrastructure structures to your stories on paper. Yet even in the history learn, our fathers never ran the way you do. Why have you forgotten and left us forgotten?
Quality of education in northern Kenya suffers because of poor access to various infrastructure in the region. Picture this. Becky is your sister, is your niece, is your friend. How would you feel if your niece, your friend, your daughter misses school because she has to fetch water for the household? When we're using our voices, when we're thinking about advocacy in our environments, when we are in the spaces we are in, your job, your home, you are with your friends, if you haven't crafted your message well, then your audience will not appreciate the message because they won't connect with the message.
Once we were blind, but now we see. A paradigm shift in the fight for equality. No longer will we turn a blind eye to social injustices, we will amplify. We cannot ignore the pain and strife, the discrimination and the loss of life. We must stand and take a stand together, demanding justice for every woman and man. We see the system for what it truly is, designed to oppress, control and diminish, but we will not be silenced and ignore. We will fight until justice is restored. It's time for change, a shift in the paradigm, where everyone is treated with respect and no one is left behind. A world where diversity is celebrated and embraced. A social injustice is finally erased. So let's unite and work towards this goal. Together we can make a difference, make a whole, a brighter future for generations to come, where equality and justice is done.
This event was fruitful to me. I've been able to learn many things. My biggest takeaway from it is to know your audience. When you know your audience, you will be able to guide them to the right track, and whatever message you want to pass to them will be clear.
From the event, there are two artists that were really outspoken throughout the session. There is this song from the band, and it really captured my attention because the artist clearly spoke about responsibility from this. He spoke about change, and I think it's high time us as the young people to just stand out and take action.
In my group, we made a poem. It was talking about the injustices in the society and what should people do at an individual level. Like, should you stand see an injustice happening? Should you stand see corruption happening? Should you stand see rape happening? Or how do you involve yourself and how do you do it? Like, are you going to remain there, or are you going to work hard? So our poem was generally about that, like how we were encouraging the youth to stand up, like to begin the change with themselves, not to expect others to come from nowhere and bring up the change that they want.
So what I learned is one thing as a young change maker in this space is that we just need to be bold and stand out there and just use our voices to reach out.
I'd like to thank Ashoka, Kenya Red Cross and the Family Foundation for funding this event. It was a really nice event. We learned a lot and we are so thankful. We are so happy that we made it such spaces. For getting such opportunity, we are so grateful and we thank you.